Hey, let's see if this works. Oh, it's working. Oh. I didn't have to do anything. That's interesting. I am just going to verify that it's working, by the way. Oh, good. Receiving content. Yep, everything's good. What do you know? Wow. That's amazing. I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that Twitter and Discord channels and everything else are aware of what's going on here. So just, whoops. Just give me a moment. Da, 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 da. I'm just gonna pop on the music here. Just give me a minute. Just to give me a minute. Hold on. Hey, Adios, how's it going? I am a member of far too many Discord communities here that I gotta go and post all of this to. Oh my goodness. Now let me see. Is this set? A couple of these should be automatic. A couple of these should be automatic. You're not doing too great. Oh no. What? Tell me what's wrong, Yadios. Is my I haven't streamed in a long time. Is this working? Yeah, that's good. The chat module is working. What do you know? Sorry, everybody. I'm just checking. I'm in a specific like artist Discord community, and I'm just making sure that it's supposed to automatically tell everyone when I'm streaming, and I don't know if it has because I forgot where it posts it to, because I haven't streamed in a million friggin' years. Oh, I'm sorry, Adios. I was listening to, whatever. You know what, I don't care. If it worked, it worked. If it didn't, it didn't. Whatever. I'm drinking myself some Captain Morgan here, so... anyways, no, I was listening to a man named, what's his name? I can't remember his name. Wow, I am on the ball today. Ty Lopez. So, he guests on H3H3 occasionally, and he had a podcast with him, but he was talking about how, you know, everyone will sit around talking to you about how, like, money isn't necessarily that important, or, you know, it's not the root to happiness, but it is a statistic that people with more money are generally happier. So it sucks. We live in a terrible world where money is important. So yeah, I understand completely. Why won't this? There we go. You know what? This needs to be a symbol. Okay, special arm. What's the name of the shot again? Either way. Alright, now I can put a keyframe there. So yeah, I haven't streamed in like a month. It's not quite been a month. The last stream was on October 8th. So it's been a long time. I've worked on stuff in that time. I've just, you know, I've not streamed, which is sad. So she's slurping at this tea. Hello, Tater B. How's it going? I've been alright. I've been okay. It's been a hard month. But, you know, I don't know. You probably don't know. I wonder if I can just cheat this. How stiff do I want her to be right here? What do you mean, such a frame spans cannot be tweened? Is there something missing? There is. Alright, now it should work. Moan suggestively. Careful, let's not be moaning in the stream here. Oh yeah, Yadios. You know me. You've heard all my stories at this point. There is never not a heap of issues going on in my life. You know what? She's already moving when we come into this shot, so we'll have it ease out. But she does, I feel like she does need to be leaning back a little bit into this. One thing I did while not... So this is something that I wanted to do when the game came out. I wanted to play Hat in Time on stream when it finally was released. Because I remember, if you guys remember, I played it when it was in alpha on my channel. So I wanted to do it service. But at the time I was just like, oh, I can't, you know. I don't know, whatever reason. So keep your parents. Yeah, yeah. No, you know. I don't need to get into it here. I really ought to be careful with what I say because they occasionally watch my Twitch streams, or they watch them on YouTube, but still. Yeah, depression. I mean, I have bullshit going on. Obviously, like there's a lot of things I'm dealing with, regardless. But depression is one of those things that I just constantly wrestle with, like just clinical depression. I mean. And when I say that, I'm not like, oh, I'm just self-diagnosed. No, I mean, like, I've had doctors, like, attach wires to my brain. Well, not my brain, but my skull, and be like, oh, yeah, look at the readings. This guy's got major depression, so, yeah. And I don't mean to say that either in, like, a, to like dismiss issues. Life is a piece of shit, you know. That's what it is. No, you guys are fine. You type whatever you know. I mean, like the thing is that I just need to be careful with how I handle myself, not necessarily like what is actually said. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Let's see here. Holy crap! Dink! Solaren is now following. I'm so happy I made that. Follower graphic. Hey, by the way, oh, I know, Solaren, I figured. If you guys notice here, I changed this. We're no longer, like, in dire straits. Oh crap, I need money for bills. It's now for a face cam, so... as far as bills are concerned, I'm probably good until February at the moment, so... You have the same name as you have in BattleNet, practically. That's why I was able to assume.
Sure, either way. I didn't drag you up here for your knowledge on fashion.
Okay. Should this glass be higher? It probably should, shouldn't it? It doesn't make any physical sense. But, you know what? I don't care. Because it looks fine. I like that it covers her, like, entire face. It makes her look more despondent. She's just soaking in the BS Valderos is hitting her with. This song is really long. Oh my gosh. I'm I'm just gonna skip it. I like it, but... oh, no. Sorry, commercials are playing, and we're not gonna listen to them. Okay, let's see. So we changed this line yesterday or the day before.
Sure, either way.
I'm just wondering if what I planned on animating here is gonna work.
Sure, either way.
Yeah, I think it will. I think we'll be fine. What is this layer here? Oh, that's your special arm. Wait, I don't need to select that arm. Why? Man. I'm a wreck today. I just need to get back in the swing of this. Sika's mouth is always way too big. I'm gonna have to go and edit that in the base, the base file. Oh, you know what I've fucked up on already? No, I stream to both YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, so you could be on either or, whatever you prefer, really. Alright, so this is gonna have to be edited here. What bot do you use? I use the Audios Plays bot, you know that. Yeah, it's always both when I do. I like to stream to YouTube because it records everything, so I have an archive of everything that way. Yeah, no, I usually have a bot, but I'm not really big enough to have to give a shit about it, so it's not really a big deal. Oh, I feel like I gotta ask everybody, but Audios, have you played Hat in Time? I'm really curious, people who played Ukulele as well, and like how they think they hold up. Because a lot of people seem to think that Hat in Time is better. Hey there, Kells, how's it going? You played Hat in Time, or you played Ukulele? Oh. Why is this... Oh, you know what it is? Oh my goodness. Thanks for the follow. Onion skin dat bitch. Wait, what? Why does this go up so high? Oh, never mind. I get it now. Good grief. Well, that's not what we wanted to do. Also, I forgot to add the fill in there. This character's very sassy. Siga de Frau is her name. Let's see if I can just strong-arm this into doing what I want it to do. Ugh. It's gonna be a piece of shit. That's what's gonna happen here. Well, you know what? Here's what we do. Come here, bone tool. Oh, this is backwards. We need to go from here up. Cool. Let's enable joint translation. Oh, that's not good. I don't want to move it. Why can't I enable the translation on this joint and not this one? I guess it doesn't really matter. Also, I screwed this up. This is the starting frame. Oh, wait. Oh, alright. I guess that doesn't work. Whatever. Oh, I got a new mouse, so I'm not gonna have the same issues as I had before. If any of you were here before I got the new mouse, so like last time I streamed, the scroll button wasn't working and the clicker buttons were double-clicking all the time. So as you can imagine, drawing was a giant pain in the ass. Now, see, I don't think this is gonna look right because of this. Ah, yeah, I think I should probably just have done this manually. I'm trying to be lazy, and it's not going so well. I mean, there's like a rule of thumb that you should really never do anything lazily, and I always break that rule. What on earth is this? Metal Bork? Let's see now. I don't like. There, that looks better. I mean, yeah, it's fine. Whatever. It'll work. So one of the bottom seems to be okay. I want to see if I can get this, then I can put a custom tween in there. We'll see what we can do here. Maybe if I just outline every single vertex, it'll... A, B, C, D, so it goes clockwise. Why? Why? Why you do this? Yeah, you know my typical lecture about rules. They're typically meant to be broken and all that. It's fine. Alright. Always with the shape tweens. This is frustrating. You know what I'm gonna do? Well, crap. No, I can't do it that way. This shouldn't be this difficult. I mean, I can, but I can't. I don't want to mess around too much with. I don't understand why there must be like an extra vertex somewhere. It must be bugged out for some reason. Can I just remove all hints, please? Alright, here's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. This is the sort of thing that shouldn't even be that difficult, honestly. This really bothers me. Here's an interesting question. Can I go from here to here? No, I still can't. Why? If I put this over here, can I? No. I've watched the Jim Sterling impressions on Mario Odyssey, yeah. Seems like it's a pretty good game. People seem to like it. Alright, I think I know what's causing the problem. No. Figures. What? You didn't like Breath of the Wild? Oh, the heresy. That's it. Where's the Nintendo fanboys? We gotta do something about this. You know what I think is funny? Is that, like, I go to try to do, like, the shortcuts, right? I'm like, oh, okay, like, we're gonna have to do this, like, let's make this easy. And then, like, the shortcuts don't work. And I spend, like, you know, an hour trying to make a shortcut work properly. And I finally just give up and do it the regular, like, you know, traditional sort of method. Like, the hard way, essentially. And it always is, like, super quick and easy. Did I... What is that? What is that? Oh my goodness. I'm sort of waiting to see what the response for Breath of the Wild is, like, after a while, like in some number of months. The thing is with Zelda, and this has always been the case, is that it comes out, everybody thinks it's fantastic. Everyone's like, this is the best game ever. This is the best game ever. And then, like, a year later, everyone goes like, oh, it was overrated. You know, that has been Legend of Zelda since, like, the dawn of time. So, we're gonna see what happens, but... Okay, I can't do that there. Oh, that didn't look right. I guess we'll just leave it. So Vanilla World of Warcraft. Yeah, this is interesting. Look, here's the thing. Here's the thing with that announcement that no one's addressing. A, it was just a video. That's all it was. They have not given us any details. They've not told us how the servers are going to work. Everyone is just assuming that it is just going to be Vanilla WoW. Now, Blizzard has done this in the past, where they're like, yeah, we're going to give you this. And then when it comes out, it's like super lackluster. Like, it's not anything near what we were hoping it was going to be as the player base. So I want everyone to keep that in mind with Vanilla WoW. Oh, really? Okay, so I might be absolutely wrong then. I'm just judging based on Blizzard's track record with this, and they like to say things and then not deliver. So I'm not holding my breath. We'll just say that. Can I? Well, so here's the other thing. So let's say it is exactly what everybody wants. It is just, this is a vanilla version of World of Warcraft. That's all it is, right? Let's say that's you know, best case scenario. Blizzard delivers exactly what everybody's asking for. And Blizzard itself has been asking this of its audience, by the way. How do you think that's gonna hold up long term? Right? Like, this is something I've been thinking about. Where it's like, oh, okay, sure, they've got their you know, classic WoW now. So now what? I mean, think about guilds. Like, let's say Yadios, that you're like, oh, I want to go make a guild. Right? I'm gonna make a guild, I'm gonna progress through, and I'm gonna do Nax Ramus, just like in the old days. I'm gonna get to the top of the server, I'm gonna own this shit. Well, after several months of the game existing, I guarantee you that you're gonna have, like, it's gonna become very stagnant. We don't have expansions and new content releases resetting everything like we typically do. It's just gonna be what it is. So unless Blizzard itself is forcibly resetting everything back to square one, as if, like, it's a season or something in Overwatch, it's gonna become stagnant, and you're gonna like, the people who are on top are probably just gonna stay on top. So how does that become conducive to, like, a fun server experience? I mean, it's always fun. That climb is always fun, but I don't know. I'm very skeptical of it. I think it's a good idea. This is messed up. I just realized. You know what, though? I might actually. This is a custom tween at this point, right? My E7. Yeah, I can make this work. Hold on. So right there. Where's this layer at? Oh my goodness. What? Oh. Yeah, remove classic tween. Okay, yeah, okay, I don't know what Alright, where is this? Right here? No, you had DPS meters back then, I think. Maybe you didn't. I know you had add-ons, though. But yeah, that's the thing. So here's something that bothers me with this, is that people go like, we want vanilla World of Warcraft. We want vanilla World of Warcraft. But then they go, oh, okay, here it is. And now people are suddenly making demands. Oh, well, we only want it to be 25 maximum number of raiders. And we want add-ons. And it's just like, oh, so you don't want vanilla World of Warcraft. You know, like, what... That sort of thing really bothers me. It's like people don't know what they want here, you know? It's like Blizzard, they're assholes for portraying it this way, but I think that they're right. I think that people don't know what they want with this. I think that people are looking at it with rose-colored goggles. Look, no one thinks about this, but back when vanilla World of Warcraft was a thing, when it was popular, we didn't have YouTube, right? It predates the modern internet as it stands. Like, yeah, the internet was out, but I mean, we didn't have those things, right? So, it was an entirely different world back then. I don't know, I think that, like... But here's the same thing. I'm going to criticize the shit out of Blizzard for the way they've handled this up to this point, and for people wanting to have it, I think they're all stupid. However, I don't think that means they shouldn't do it. I think that it should exist. I think that they should go ahead and have a vanilla World of Warcraft server, even if very few people play on it. That is my philosophy on this one. I think they ought to have it, I just think it's dumb. The reason why I think they ought to have it is because, yeah, I know, right, Tater B? But the reason why I think they ought to have it is because it's possible, and it is a piece of history, you know? Like, vanilla World of Warcraft changed the face of gaming. I think it's dumb not to have it. Especially when it's, you know, they say it's difficult. I can't imagine it's actually that difficult. If they had been preserving it up to this point, then, you know, it wouldn't be a problem. But they haven't been, you know, so... I don't know. I think Blizzard has botched this over the last several years, yeah. I agree. I think that every time an expansion has come out, I think that they should save a server that is the previous expansion. In my opinion, that is what I think that they should do. And they haven't been doing that, so now that means that they've got, like, a whole shit ton of work to catch up on. Hey. So... You know, whatever. There we go. I know, right? Like, see, that's the thing. It's like, why wouldn't you keep that, you know? Ah, whatever. Yeah, you know what though, Tater B? We make fun of and stuff like that, but graphics don't really mean a whole lot at the end of the day. Jim Sterling, I think, put this best. He made an argument about games complaining about how expensive games are to be developed these days, and he goes like, we didn't ask for Lara Croft's hair to be simulated with realistic physics for every individual strand of hair. We didn't ask for, like, all of these incredible like, they always brag about them. The industry will come to you and say, like, hey, check out this sweeping landscape, and they'll take pictures and show them to you. Here's the deceiving thing. Pictures are impressive, but, like, because that's a different medium. A video game is not a picture. So when you're shown a picture and the picture looks great, you're gonna go, wow, that looks great. If you're gonna play a game and the game looks great, you'll say, yeah, this is great. But the thing is with a video game is that it's a consistent experience. If the entire game looks a certain way or has a certain style, right? Then you will be immersed in that style, you know, and nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. People are silly about this. It's less about graphical advancement, it's more about consistency. That's my argument. I get really passionate about this stuff. I apologize. You can't see me, I don't have a face cam. By the way, miscellaneous plug. If you guys want to donate money, we're gonna use it to buy a face cam at this point. But anyway, I talk a lot with my hands, which is why the mouse cursor stops moving whenever I'm talking. Is I wave my hands around and I do these things. But I used to have a face cam. Used to. Alright, anyway. Okay. Oh, I've got a Skype message. What's this? Sorry, I had to check something on Skype. I got invited to a Skype call with some people that are doing a live stream, and I think they may have mistook me for someone else. And I asked in their chat, and they haven't responded to anything I've said. Because I have no idea why I would be involved in this live stream. It's for the, I don't know if any of you guys know Chris Niosi, but he's making a video game for his YouTube series, and, they've been doing regular live streams and Kickstarter stuff for it. I think today was the last day of the Kickstarter, so, and he made the money. He made well over enough money for it, so he's gonna make it. But I have a feeling he invited me to the call because he may have mistook me for one of the other actors. And I've been like, huh? I wasn't even home. I was like out getting a sandwich while that happened. So. Man, I could talk all day, but I need to make sure I'm working here. My goodness. Okay, it's masked, but it's not a big deal. Hey, maybe at the end of the stream, we'll go and we'll play through Hat in Time or something. I'm kind of in a gaming mood tonight. It would be more exciting than Ark Survival Evolved, although that just had some big updates. They added the rest of the Ragnarok map, and they're adding their first paid expansion. I'm not counting Scorched Earth because it was in development at the time, under the, they broke the Steam terms of service when they made that, but... Oh, I might still just play Ark Survival Evolved. As much as I know it's boring. I really like that game for no reason. Okay. Look, Hat in Time is really damn good, though. We have to just say. Here's the thing with Ark. It's basically an MMO. Like, that's the way you have to look at it. It's very grindy. It's very slowly paced. The Forest? What do you mean? In Hat in Time? Ark is adding an expansion where you're on an abandoned, derelict Ark that's all broken, and, like, the machines are leaking radiation and stuff into the environment, into the artificial environments. And it's mostly, like, caves and cave monsters and stuff. Oh, the Forest! Oh, the Forest, right. Yeah, the Forest looks really good. I'm working really slowly today. This is embarrassing. I have not played The Forest, actually, no. I've heard a lot about it. I think it's The Forest that people say it looks really similar to my art style. Let me look. Because I've shared, you know, oh no, it's not at all. This is not the game I was thinking of. I don't understand. So I've seen, okay, I've seen stuff from The Forest before. I've just seen screenshots of it, and I don't understand this game. What is it? Is it Minecraft? Is it a survival horror game? I don't get it. Oh, I've got Twitch notifications, Twitter notifications. What's... sorry, I saw a video, and I had to look at it. Alright, whatever. It's a survival game? Eh. We didn't do my Twitch Halloween extravaganza this year. I thought The Forest had like scary monsters in it or something that like attack you, and it looked like a survival horror to me anyway. It looked like a spooky, scary game. What do you mean I can't? Oh, it's because of this. That is an update I am not fond of. I just, look, the reason why I want to play Hat in Time is because despite the fact that I'm sure you've all seen it, I want to show it to as many people as possible because I think it's great. I love, like, almost everything about that game. There's a couple things I don't like. I think that are a little weird or could have used further development, but... My country's bad at every video game. Where have you been the last several years? Americans never seem to do very well at esports, I'm gonna be honest. We're a bunch of damn casuals. Sorry, I'm pouring more rum into my glass. I am drinking, forewarning. That's why I have a mature content filter on my channel. Or not a content filter, a warning. Mature content warning on my channel.
Hey, I'm Clark. I work at the drugstore, and I hate my...
Hey, how about you shut up, Clark? Get a better job. Yeah, that works. This line is taking me way too long. Oh, this scene's almost done. So this is cool. After this line's done, what I'm gonna do... Whoops. I'm going to go through and add sound effects. I probably won't do that on Twitch, because that sucks. I don't have Spotify Premium anymore, no. But anyway, so like I was saying, I'm going to go through and I'm going to add sound effects and stuff. I'm going to release this scene as a Patreon-only preview, so hopefully we'll get more Patreon people on. That would be handy. Okay, she's going to lean back the other direction. This is not going to move, though. The stupid dogs. Stupid dog! So Xander Mobus, the voice of Louis in Total Loss, played the train conductor in Hat in Time. And it's pretty funny because, like, when I first played the game, I didn't know that he played the character, right? Like, I knew he was a voice somewhere in the game, or I suspected. I suspected that he was. I wasn't sure. When I got to the train levels with the conductor, I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely Xander. He plays him almost the same way he plays Louis. Like, where he really leans into that, like, stereotypical, like, accent character. Like, not French in that case. In that case, it's Scottish, but it's pretty good. Oh, you know what? I have seen the new Overwatch character, yes. I don't know what I want to... I don't know how I feel about it, I'm going to be honest. It seems neat. It's a character that everyone else seems to be super hyped about, but I'm just like, eh. I feel like we have a lot of other characters that are like this at this point. Like, it doesn't seem that creative to me. But maybe I'm just some big old curmudgeon. I don't know. Oh, so you agree with me? Yeah, it's like... I mean... Look, there's gonna come a point when they're not gonna be able to add new things to it that are good. I'm gonna be honest. There's gonna come a point where it doesn't feel original anymore. But it's just like, yeah, this character just kind of feels like, we needed to add a character, so here you go. Can I, you know what? Let's see if this will let me do this. Oh, it does it anyway. If I just press OK, it just does it anyway. Well, what do you know? That's handy. No, I don't want to do a shape tween. There we go. I didn't drag you up here. She doesn't say that. Although I wish she did. Because it's so stupid. Oh, that's a pun I'm gonna have to make sooner or later with these characters. I haven't played Junkertown yet. I'm gonna be honest, I skipped the last season of Overwatch. I didn't do anything in it. Like, I haven't played Overwatch in a while. That seems to be how I play Overwatch, though. Like, I'll get really into it for, like, a season. And I'll be like, yeah, let's do this. And then, you know, I'll do whatever it is I do. And then the next season, I'm like, fuck it. You know, I don't play it for, like, a few months. So what's wrong with Horizon? What's bad about Horizon? I thought Horizon was fine. I mean, whenever it comes up, it's annoying. I'm like, oh no, not this map. But I mean, I've played it enough to the point where I'm like, all right, I know how to get around the problems that people typically have in this map. But I have never played Junkertown, so I don't know what the deal with Junkertown is. Oh, I know it's a choke fest. I'm just saying at this point, I'm like, oh, okay, I know how to deal with chokes, you know, like, and I understand that they're gonna be a thing that happens. So it doesn't bother me as much, I think, as now. Bear in mind, I'm not saying that it makes it better than other levels. I'm just saying that at this point, I'm not as bothered by it as I used to be. I still think it could be a better map. I don't know if they should do that. I like competitive being like you have to work with what you're given. I like that aspect of it. Dang it, Sika's mouth never quite fitting on her face. I'm gonna have to like edit that at some point in the future. Maybe after this scene is done, I'll go and the rest of this line should be pretty simple. You know what? For this first bit, I'm gonna actually have her raise her brow up. Wait. What? Alright, right here. Just checking up on the Discords. Oops. Wow, this is strange. I don't know why I did that. I need to fix my icon, don't I? Okay, where was I? Really? I just splashed water all over myself. How long has it been? Oh, it's only been like it's only been an hour? Oh, jeez. I was like, oh, I'll get through like 3 hours of this, and then I'll go play some video games for a bit. But I can't go much further than the end of this line anyway, to be honest with you. That's why I'm thinking like maybe I'll get to the end of this and then I'll do something else. Because I need to go through, I need to set up audio for the rest of the scenes. We did finally got recorded the rest of the audio for the episode-ish. We need like 3 more lines from somebody, but not too big a deal. So I'm actually able to go through and edit the other scenes, or make the scenes now, but the problem is that I need to do my job now. We're waiting on me, so... What? I'm surprised he must not be named as an... Oh, you mean Mark? I was like, Voldemort. What, why, the reason why I thought you actually meant Voldemort is because, I was working on a character yesterday for episode 3, and I just, like, slapped together some things, and was like, let's see how this looks, we'll play around with some shapes and stuff here. Where is it? Is it under work in progress? It must be. And I drew this character. And... someone was like, "Oh, it's Lord Voldemort." They looked different before now. But so for some reason I thought that's why you were whatever. Moldavort. How's it going, Lord Kala? Yeah, I took like a month off there. There's lots of drama going on. There's still going on, really, but... So she needs to lean into this line. Fashion. Okay. So, like, up to this point. Lone Claw! I'm sorry, I'm asking everybody this, because I love it. But have you played Hat in Time yet? Hat in Time's real good. I'm thinking of playing it. I'm either gonna play that or Ark when I'm done here. I kind of want to play. I've actually beaten Hat in Time, but I kind of want to play through another round of it. Whoop. Fashion. Okay, so she pulls back when she's saying. Bum, 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 ba-dum. There's so much condensation off my glass here that my desk is now covered in water puddles. Stupid oxygen. Dum, 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 da, da. Yeah, my last stream was a long time ago. It was like about a month, I guess. It's not that long ago. It feels like it's been longer. But I do need to stream more. It's like, I don't know, a lot of the reason why I stopped is just because, like, my schedule has been so up in the air. Not because of work, just because of just shit in general, you know? And it's just like, every day is just like, I don't know what the point is, you know, so... But I really ought to. It's funny because, you know, I'll stop for a while, or I'll, you know, whatever. I'll just be like, oh, there's no point. It's useless or whatever. And I'll stop, and I'll actually get more depressed. Like, this is, anyone out there who has depression, this is totally a thing. You stop because a lot of times people will withdraw because it's like, oh, you know, the rest of the world shouldn't have to bother with me. You know, like, I'm a burden on people, or I'm guilty of something, or whatever. And you'll withdraw. Depression does that a lot to you. But it's like the more you withdraw, the more depressed you become. It's really terrible. And it's one of those things where, like, I was still working. I was still doing stuff, you know, it's just... I wasn't streaming, and it's funny because if I sit down and do like a good, like, 8-hour long stream, where I get a lot of work done, or I talk to a lot of people, it's like euphoric getting out of that, you know, where I'm like, oh man, I feel so much better about everything, you know, for like the next couple days even, so.
What is it, money?
Be quiet, honey. Oh, this isn't. Okay, this needs to be an ease in. Let's have her lean back a little bit more here. Pullout does need to be a lot more subtle.
Knowledge on fashion.
I think she leans into it a little bit too much. Whoop. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. Let's have her gesture forward with this hand, just a little bit. There we go. Makes it look a little bit less stiff, eh? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, now to lip sync. So they they released an update for Flash that allows you to do 3D stuff, very, very basic 3D, within Flash itself. So I might use that in the future. I don't know, though. The thing is that After Effects also does the same thing and does it much better, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. And I'm already using After Effects, at least in this scene in particular. Although I probably didn't have to, because I don't know. I thought, oh, I'll try it out. We'll see how this goes, you know. But shoo. E. Okay, now we flip over to the smiles.
I didn't drag.
This line's really subtle. I can barely hear it. Wait, I can fix that. I can't hear because I'm going to turn it down. Oh my goodness.
Sure.
Hello. Thank you for...
Oh. Didn't. Drag. You. Pfft. Didn't even break a sweat. What do you mean? What were you doing that required sweating? He should be another keyframe. Hold on. For year. There's an N somewhere in there. There's another O. Null. It's like right here, there's an L, I guess. Ugh. Oh man, So Lord Claw, are you still playing the hunting game? For some reason, every time I think of you, despite the fact that this has only been like the fingernail clip length of the stuff you streamed, I think of the hunting game for whatever reason. It's really sad because I look at that game like, oh, this game looks really cool. Like, literally looks really cool. Like, I'm like, oh, I want to get into this game and explore it. I want to wander all over these mountains. But then I'm like, oh gosh, though. This game isn't really built for exploration, is it? Like, I'd probably get really bored after a while. But I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. I haven't played it. It seems really immersive, but... Ain't no mountain high enough. There we go. Okay. Okay. So now we just go through and then just add some flavor to these. Oh, so you know what I played through recently also, was... So while I was taking a break there, I played through the current expansion of Guild Wars 2, and it was pretty good. I was surprised. I didn't expect much out of it. I was like, like, you can play it for... Well, you can't play it for free, but I happen to own it, because I bought Guild Wars 2 a long time ago, and I thought, it's only like a few bucks, I'll purchase it and play through it, because I'm bored. And it was actually really good. I actually really enjoyed myself. I was surprised, so that was good. It's called Path of Flame. There you go. I know it's an MMO, but it was all right. The campaign is single player. You can play with your friends if you want. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I did. It's got this cool thing where, like, you know, you play through it and you're in this region of the game, and as you're exploring, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of blocking your way. Like you unlock new mounts as you go, and each mount has a unique ability. So like one of them can jump high, and like one of them can like run fast, and one of them can hover over certain things. And it's a lot like Legend of Zelda in such that you'll get a new mount somewhere and you'll be like, oh, I need this to cross this specific thing. But then once you have it, you can then backtrack, and it's like very Metroid in such a way where you're like, oh, I can now get over like certain boundaries that I didn't even realize were boundaries the first time I saw them, you know? Like, I just figured, oh, whatever, that's a wall. But now you can get over that wall, and there's more stuff behind it. And it makes the game feel, like, really good and big. And there's, like, the bosses are really good. The final boss was really good. Everything felt, like, just bigger and more epic than it needed to be. And it pulled off that sensation that you're like a commander in this game, where it's like you're looked up to, you're respected, you're the hand of the queen, and all this stuff. You actually felt like this character, where like there's all this voice acting and there's all this, you know, they do a really good job of delivering like a good story, and there's like a decent story arc too. Like, I was surprised. It's like, oh, we're faced up against like the god of war. He's come to the planet and he's here to destroy everything, and like you know, you're beating your head into this bad guy, and your character is just like, I've fought dragons, I can deal with you, you know, and like there's this whole story arc where it's like you're approaching this villain, you know, on his terms, you know, like he wants you to go to war, he wants you to get hot-headed and to fight, and it's like, oh, the ultimate solution has to do with other things, you know. So there's like a good story arc where like you kind of learn how to work around this problem, and it was so good. I was just shocked by it. It's very rare that I come across video games, especially MMO, like multiplayer games like that manage to be as good as that was. So. Okay, let's see how this looks. This probably looks fine, but, you know. Well, what did I click? I clicked something there. What was that? Let's get out of that. Okay.
Sure, either way. I didn't drag you up here for your knowledge on fashion.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, export. Wait. Are we turning the music back on now? Oh, right, background. There we go. Paste. Why is this taking so slow? That's new. Well, my memory usage is fine. It's just taking a long time. You cannot debug this SWF because it's not... Why I didn't want to debug it? Well, now it's fine. Oh, you know what? You don't need that in there. Yeah, good. We're good. Alright, there we go. Alright, there's the character animation. She probably pauses a little bit too long before saying her line, but that's fine. We can edit off the beginning of it or something. Let's get the lighting in there. Or this lighting layer, anyway. That's not what I wanted. Excuse me. You know what game I haven't played through in a long time is Dark Souls 2? I'm considering it. I'm considering playing through it again. I don't know if I can afford the DLC at the moment, though. I mean, I could always go back and play Dark Souls 1 and do something weird, like play a wizard or something. I haven't done that in a long time. I don't think I've never done that. I always play a warrior in those games. Yeah, the DLC upgrade, yeah. Oh man, I think Dark Souls 2 is the one. You remember how mad I got at that game, Yadios? Holy crap! Like, jeez, I was really angry in that one part within the where you're like underneath all the roots and there's all those stupid wizards. I was so angry. Oh man, didn't it like lead into like some kind of political discussion where I was like very heated about politics? I don't remember. It wasn't that it was hard. It honestly, I was refresh disabled. Oh, whoops. I was doing it wrong, let's be fair. After I beat it, you were like, you should have just got out a bow and arrow. Even if you suck with it, you'll still kill them, you know. But I hadn't thought about that. Since I was melee, I was like having to like slug through all the water and just kill everything one at a time. Oh man, I was very mad. This is the thing about those games is that they appear difficult, and then you realize, oh wait, I needed to use like a different strategy, and then all of a sudden it's much easier. Whatever. Dun 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 dun. Composition, new composition. This is episode 102, scene 3. Either way is the name of this shot. We're looking for episode FLAs, episode 2, scene 3, character animation. Here it is. Jeez, the audios, that sounds like a hassle. There we go. Alright, I need to go back to this. I need to get a hold of the lighting effects. I need to copy these. And then paste them into here. There we go. Alright, now we need to go and get all this stuff. Control C. There, now we can paste it. Cool. Alright, so now we actually need to go through, and I'm going to change where this starts. Oh, whoops. No, I wanted to move it, not shorten it. The reason why I'm doing this, so I haven't done this until now, but the reason why is, so this way... Wait. I actually may not want to change it. Yeah, let's put this back a little bit. There we go, that's the end of it. The reason why is this way the scrolling background doesn't always just... It doesn't look like a copy-paste, right? It always starts on a different frame every time we cut back to it. This is why I'm doing that. Save. Alright, we need to do an export of this. This is shot number 24. Saved. Render! Alright, that's going. Cool, that's the end of this scene. So I'm gonna make a new file. This is still technically scene 3. I'm separating things so that it doesn't get out of control. So we're going to call this Dialogue 3. Get out of here, creepy vampire lady. Alright, character lineup. We need you and you. Not you. Dang it! You and you. Copy. What? Oh, I'm holding control and not shift. Alright. Alright. There we are. We have everything set up to start a new file. So we'll probably still be copy-pasting stuff from the older file, but it's fine. This way we're not, like, the library's not getting, you know, out of control, and everything stays a relatively small file size. That's still exporting. So I sort of need to do some storyboarding at this point. We've caught up where the storyboards are at. I've done some storyboarding, but I'm not happy with any of it. I don't like the blocking that I've got. I don't like the, I just don't like it. So I keep progressing and then regressing with it back to this point. So this means arc now. It kind of does. I'm gonna finish up work. How long has it been? It's been an hour and a half. It's really sad. I feel like I could have done more today, but whatever. I haven't streamed like a month, so I'm kind of blazed as a pretty good way of putting it. I'm not actually blazed, you know, I'm just haven't done anything in a while. An arc is fine. Unless anyone objects. Yeah, I'll play some arc. I don't know why I said blazed. I'm in that mindset. I'm just like, ugh, I'm a zombie. That's what I'm like right now. Pfft. It's just arc isn't very exciting, is it? You know? This is about done. I could just stop it here, honestly. Like, we've crossed all the animation that's done. We're just in, like, the wiggle room section. You learn stuff from me? Really? It's crazy. Alright, what am I doing? I'm looking for the video file. So it's going to be here. Episode 2 clips. Here it is. I mean, it's just arc. Whatever. Clips. Okay. Alright, let's line this up. Whoop.
Either way.
Dresses aren't worn with trousers.
Sure, either way. I didn't drag you up here for your knowledge on fashion. On fashion.
guys want to watch the scene so far? Like I said, I'm gonna add sound effects to make it a Patreon exclusive, like, preview. It's about 2 minutes long. It's not bad, actually. You're going to listen to it with this music playing. I'm sorry. I need to fix that with the tea pouring, maybe.
Tea?
Sorry, I don't drink things soaked through deceased plant matter.
Really? That's a shame. I always thought dragons were the tea type.
Yes, about that. I heard the dragons are... gone?
Boring. Better question. How did I know you're a dragon?
Seriously? You want me to guess? What's next? I have to figure out your favorite food?
It's raspberry creme brulee. And really, it's not every day I parlay with an ancient mystical being. Indulge me. How did I know?
That eyepiece you're wearing, I'm guessing it's a modified arcane difference filter. Sees through illusions and distortions in reality.
Oh, impressive. And here I thought blondes were boorish.
Yes, well, last time I checked, those filters were in the possession of the Crimson Dragonflight, so I'd like to know how you got your hands on one.
Hello? Prince of Thieves?
But you can't be a prince. You're a woman.
Says the man wearing a dress.
This is a robe. Dresses aren't worn with trousers.
Sure, either way. I didn't drag you up here for your knowledge on fashion.
Cool. Look at that. Look at that, everybody. There it is. That's not even the end of the scene either. The scene goes on for like another 40 seconds. But there's like a very distinct tonal shift where like literally everything flips around. She hits a button on the wall with the teacup, and then like the wall opens up and it's like a whole different set. So I mean, this may as well be the end of the scene. It's just that the characters don't like physically move locations technically. So that's why I'm considering this sort of the end of a scene, which is why I'm like, oh, okay, I'll make this a Patreon exclusive, you know. And maybe in the future I might keep doing that, actually. It's not a bad idea, but we'll see how it plays out, right? But you know what? If I'm getting new people on Patreon, that's a plus. That's a plus for me. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm gonna quickly do an export on this. Export media. Zoop. We're gonna make our cheap ass work in progress. So like, this is interesting. I actually didn't do this for episode 1, but it's a good thing to do. So when you're making these videos, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make the MP4 version, which is actually like a compressed video file. I didn't realize this before, but like an MP4 is the equivalent, obviously, of like an MP3, and then like an AVI is the equivalent of a WAV file. So for those of you who aren't aware, a WAV file is yeah, I know, right? But a WAV file is like an uncompressed version of the audio. So like, you know, but an MP3 compresses it. So yeah, like with episode 1, I just made like a basic, like, oh, this works, whatever, and then put that on YouTube. But then friends of mine were like, oh, you know, you should keep a high quality uncompressed version of it, because that's, if you were to make a DVD, that's the version you would put on DVD. So yeah, like so that's, in the future I'm going to make sure I save like a version of the episode that is as high quality as I can. And then like I'll make a YouTube version of it and then upload that version, but then I'll keep the original version to put like onto like a DVD or something in the future. Because when I get through like an entire season of this, I would like to make a DVD of it. So I would like to. I don't know the steps to do that, but I would like to do it anyway. So So what are we doing? Are we playing Ark? The Aberration's not out yet. I thought it was. They said Aberration would come out in October, but it's now November, and it's not out yet, I don't think. Let me look. DLC. Ark Aberration Expansion Pack. It looks good, too. Aberration looks really good. Available November 2017. That's all it says, though, and there's no like way to purchase it. So, whatevs? Am I right? There's some interesting stuff in it. Oh, there we go. Cool. We got the actual video file version now. Let's see, full scenes. Yep, here we are. Look at this. Woo! I've always wanted to fix this. Have you guys noticed this? You might not have, but right here, watch the swinging of this thing. It's like really jittery. You notice that? I don't know if I can fix that though. Oh well, whatever. There's the Riven eyeball. There are set inconsistencies. So I actually made a map of Sika's room. Hello, Splatomated. Oh no, we're gonna have a new person here right when I'm like about to stop the stream and do something else? Oh jeez. I'm gonna stop the animation here. We all just literally just watched it. How far are we in? We're not even in that long, are we? It's only been like an hour and a half. But no, yeah, I think I am gonna jump over to video games. I don't stream video games to YouTube, so sorry, Splattermated. we're literally just stopping the stream. Although if you want to keep following on Twitch, I'm gonna go do something else. I can't promise it'll be exciting, but I'm gonna go do something else. And you can find me on Twitch at the Casey Mobile. On Twitch, spelled the same. So, but yeah, I'll be back in like a few minutes. I'm gonna go and get another drink. I'm gonna refill my ice or something here. And yeah, I'll be back. So I'll see you guys later. You have a good rest of the day or night if I don't see you again. And have fun.